Allah's Messenger, we cannot help but hold our meetings in these paths and discuss matters there. Thereupon Allah's Messenger said, if you insist on holding meetings, then give the path its due right. They said, what are its due rights? Upon this he said, lowering the gaze, refraining from doing harm, exchanging of greetings, commanding of good and forbidding from evil. And it's reported that the companions of Allah's Messenger said to him, the people of the book offer us salutations by saying Assalamu alaikum. How should we reciprocate them? Thereupon he said, say wa alaikum, meaning and upon you too. Anas bin Malik radiallahu anhu reported that when Allah's Messenger happened to pass by young boys, he would greet them. Ibn Umar radiallahu anhu reported Allah's Messenger having said, none of you should make another one stand in the meeting and then occupy his place. Abu Hurairah radiallahu anhu reported Allah's Messenger as saying, when anyone amongst you stands up and in the path transmitted on the authority of Abu Hawina, the words are, he who stands in his place and goes away and then comes back to it, he has the greatest right to occupy that place. Ibn Umar radiallahu anhu reported Allah's Messenger as saying, when there are three persons, two should not converse secretly between themselves to the exclusion of the third one. Abu Hurairah radiallahu anhu reported so many hadith from Allah's Messenger and he reported Allah's Messenger as saying, the influence of an evil eye is a fact. When Allah's Messenger fell ill, he blew over his body by reciting Muawwidatan and rubbed him with his hand. Muawwidatan are Surah Al-Falaq and Surah An-Nas, these two surahs. Aisha radiallahu anha reported Allah's Messenger commanded me that I should make use of invocation for curing the influence of an evil eye. Uthman bin Abu al-As al-Taqafi reported that he made a complaint of pain to Allah's Messenger and he felt in his body at that time. He had become Muslim. Thereupon Allah's Messenger said, place your hand at the place where you feel pain in your body and say Bismillah 3 times and 7 times A'udhu billahi wa qudratihi min sharri ma ajidu wa uhadiru. I seek refuge with Allah and with His power from the evil that I find and that I fear. Uthman bin Abu al-As reported that he came to Allah's Messenger and said, Allah's Messenger, the shaitan intervenes between me and my prayer and my reciting of the Quran and he confounds me. Thereupon Allah's Messenger said, that is the doing of a shaitan who is known as Kinzab, and when you perceive its effect, seek refuge with Allah from it and spit 3 times to your left. I did that and Allah dispelled that from me. Jabir radiallahu anhu reported Allah's Messenger as saying, there is a remedy for every malady, meaning disease, and when the remedy is applied to the disease, it is cured with the permission of Allah, the Exalted and Glorious. Ibn Umar radiallahu anhu reported Allah's Messenger as saying, fever is due to vehemence of the heat of hell, so cool it with water. Abu Hurairah radiallahu anhu reported that he heard Allah's Messenger as saying, Nikala seed is a remedy for every disease except death. Usama bin Zayd radiallahu anhu reported that Allah's Messenger had said, plague is the sign of a calamity with which Allah the Exalted and Glorious affects people from His servants. So when you hear about it, don't enter there where it has broken out, and when it has broken out in a land and you are there, then don't run away from it. Aisha radiallahu anha reported that Allah's Messenger commanded the killing of a snake having stripes over it, for it affects eyesight and miscarries pregnancy. Abu Hurairah radiallahu anhu reported Allah's Messenger saying, an ant had bitten a prophet, one amongst the earlier prophets, and he ordered that the colony of the ants should be burned, and Allah revealed person said, "This dog has suffered from thirst as I had suffered from it. He climbed down into the well, filled his shoe with water, and then caught it in his mouth until he climbed up and made the dog drink it. So Allah appreciated this act of his and pardoned him." Then the companions around him said, "Allah's Messenger ﷺ, is there for us a reward even for serving such animals?" He said, "Yes,